Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you all know, it's your girl Damiloye and I'm back with another topic. Today guys, we are going to be talking about low self-esteem. Now, low self-esteem can affect every single one of us in so many ways. It can affect our relationship with our friends, our family, our loved ones, even at work or in school. Low self-esteem can affect us in different ways. But the good news is that low self-esteem is something we can work on and make it right, okay? Just because you have a low self-esteem today doesn't mean that you're going to have a low self-esteem till you get old. No, it's something we can work on. So let's get into it. Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. First of all, what is low self-esteem? Low self-esteem is the way we are able to perceive ourselves. The way we perceive ourselves, the way we feel about ourselves, that is the meaning of self-esteem. So now low self-esteem is you perceiving yourself in a negative way and feeling unworthy of yourself. When you feel like you're not able to do certain things, you're not able to achieve anything, that is when low self-esteem now comes into the picture. Around 85% of the people in the world actually have low self-esteem. Around 85% of people have low self-esteem. So you are not alone. I promise you, you are not alone. But it's something we're going to work on because we don't want to have low self-esteem anymore. So now there are so many signs or ways you can know if you have low self-esteem or not. First one is when you feel unworthy of yourself and when you feel like you don't deserve certain things. That can be another part or another way of you having low self-esteem. Another thing is when you tell yourself yes when you are not meant to do something. If you know you're not happy with something, there's no reason to go along with it. If your no should be no, your yes should be yes. If it's something you want to do, you should be able to say it. If you don't want to do it, you should be able to say no. Another thing is when you lack self-trust. If you're not able to trust yourself with certain things, then that's another thing of low self-esteem. Another one is you don't create boundaries. As someone that has a low self-esteem, you just let people take advantage of you and just ride you, which is not meant to be. So you should be able to have boundaries. You should be able to create certain boundaries. Nobody is meant to just come and just keep on doing hurtful things to you and you just keep letting it go. It's also coming from a low self-esteem point. So now there are so many ways we can build self-esteem. The first one is to recognize what you're good at. What are you good at? What are the things you are very good at? Whether it's singing, it's acting, it's reading, you're good at quiz, you're good at so many things. Recognize what you're good at and cultivate the habit of doing it regularly. That way you are able to, it's going to be like a little boost of confidence because you are very good at something. It's going to give you that little boost of confidence. Another thing you should be able to do for someone that's trying to build their self-esteem is you should be able to create boundaries. Learn when to say no. Learn when to say yes. If you don't want to do something, don't do it because of anybody. Learn to say no and learn to say yes when you want to. Another thing you should do is you should be kind to yourself. Everything is not going to go the exact way you planned. You should be able to be kind to yourself and you should be able to let yourself understand that okay, just because something is not working out right now doesn't mean it's not going to work out later. Or you should be able to be kind to yourself. Another thing you need to do is surround yourself with people that have that trait, that have a high self-esteem. Because let me tell you something, birds of the same feathers flock together. That saying is true. The statement is very, very true. So if you flock with someone or if you surround yourself with people that have a low self-esteem, even if you have a high self-esteem, gradually you start losing your confidence and your self-esteem becomes very low. But if you surround yourself with someone that actually has a very high self-esteem, before you know it, just because of the way they act and they behave and everything, you're going to start behaving like them once in a while. So you should be able to surround yourself with people that actually have positive traits and have high self-esteem. Another thing you should do is you'll be able to create a positive mindset. Yes, I understand. Sometimes if we are not good at something, but you should be able to tell yourself that, okay, just because this thing is not working doesn't mean another thing is not going to work. Just because I failed at doing something doesn't mean I'm going to fail at doing every single thing. Once you fail, you should be able to get up again and you should be able to speak positive words to yourself. Dami, I am good at this. Tosin, you are good at this. I can do better. You should be able to say those positive words to yourself. That way it's going to be like a brain twist and just boost your confidence more. So guys, low self-esteem can do a whole lot of damage to us. It can push us back and it can stop us from achieving so many things we want to do. Now, for example, let me use being shy, for example. If you're a very shy person, I hope you know you're going to lose so many opportunities because you don't have that confidence to be able to interact with people. You don't have that confidence to be able to talk to people. I've heard so many people say they were able to lose so many opportunities just because of shyness. That is the same thing with having a low self-esteem. If you have a low self-esteem, you're not going to feel confidence to do certain things. You're going to like just trick yourself and tell yourself you cannot do something, when in reality you can. You're just scared of what people will think, or your confidence, or something is going to hurt you, and we do not want that. So you have the power to change your mindset and the way you think. You have the power. The power is in your hand. You don't have to give anybody the control of that power. You don't have to give anybody, your friends, your boyfriend. You have to be in control of yourself. I know sometimes a lot of us can relate to when people speak down on us, people just take advantage of us. Maybe it's friends, family, the people you're in relationship with, or maybe because he has cheated on you with like so many people, he cheated on you with different girls, and you're like, what does he see in them that he doesn't see with me? I understand, like, you sometimes, because maybe your boyfriend is cheating on you, and that way it can also like affect your confidence. And let me tell you, it is not you, it is them. It is not you, it is whoever the person is. It's not about you, it's just them. You don't have to think that, oh, okay, just because someone is doing this, is doing that, you have to like just try to change yourself and be another person just to make them like you. That is a sign of low self-esteem. You have a high self-esteem, you don't need to be doing all of that. So you have to discover first, what is the cause of this low self-esteem, be it from childhood, from relationships, from societal pressures. So many things can be the cause. You have to discover what the cause is exactly, and you should be able to work towards it. First of all, you have to tell people that, okay, if they're like type of person that, okay, you're trying to talk and someone is just trying to talk over you, or just try to tell you that, oh, what are you saying, blah 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 blah. I know sometimes it happens, maybe in friends group, in maybe you're just talking and something like, oh, what I say was saying, or they don't want you to talk about certain things. It happens in so many ways, and little things like that can affect our self-esteem. Girls, guys, whoever is watching this video right now, the power is in your hands. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. Don't let anybody pull you down. Just because someone is saying negative things about you, or someone is trying to pull you down, doesn't mean that's a reality. If someone is calling you a fool, someone is trying to make you feel less of yourself, that is not who you are. You need to know who you are. You need to be able to understand that, oh, okay, just because someone is saying this, that is what they think. But me, I think differently about myself. Just because someone is saying something about me doesn't mean I'm going to believe them. I know myself, and I know what I want for myself. I know what is best for me. Sometimes you need to be able to talk to yourself. You need to be able to speak positive things to yourself. And you need to be able to change that. That way you are able to act that way, and it's also going to boost your confidence. I know sometimes you feel that, oh, okay, I'm going to use relationship for example, because I know so many people in this situation whereby they feel that, okay, their boyfriend is cheating on them in one way or the other. With maybe the girl has big this or big that, some sort of, and they see themselves in the mirror and they're like, oh my god, what is this? What does he see in her that he doesn't see in me? What's going on? Because is it because she has this, she has that, and they're trying to change themselves just because of another person? I promise you, it is not you, it is them. It is not you, it is them. So sometimes you don't really need to like sit down and start crying or feeling sad all of a sudden because of another person. You don't need to do that. You should be able to see yourself for who you really are. Just because someone is cheating on you doesn't mean you have to change your entire personality and just try to please them. No. Another thing I notice people do is that, you know, someone is not good for you. Why do you keep staying in the same place? Why do you keep staying in the same position? And that's another sign of low self-esteem. For example, you know that this person is not good for you, but you keep on staying there. Why? Is it because you feel there's nobody better, or you feel that, okay, you're not going to see someone like that again? I promise you, you will see. If you're in a situation and you feel like, okay, this situation doesn't favor me, I do not like the situation I'm in, you can change the situation, you can leave the situation. You don't need to be stuck somewhere. If someone is making you feel less of yourself, if someone is making you feel like, okay, this girl is nothing, blah 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 blah. You can change that situation. You don't need to die in that situation. And once you're able to leave that situation, I promise you're going to see so many opportunities, so many things that are going to start happening to you. So many good things at that are going to start happening to you. But if you create that mindset that, okay, if I leave this situation I'm in right now, or if I leave this person, or if I leave this friend, if I leave this group, nothing is going to happen to me. What else am I going to do? I'm going to start all over again. I promise you, starting all over again is not as hard as it seems. I understand. Starting over, just see starting all over again as a new beginning, a new time to try again. Just because something isn't working out doesn't mean you need to die there. You don't need to. If something is not working out for you, you need to leave. If a relationship is not favoring you, you need to leave. If the friendship is not benefiting you in any other way, you need to leave. You cannot be friends with someone and you are the only one pouring into the person all the time. It's not going to work. And that's a sign of low self-esteem. It's also a sign of low self-esteem. As a friend, I should be able to point to you. You should be able to point to me back. I should be there for you when I need you. You should also be there for me when you need me back. I can't be the only one doing the whole thing. It's not going to work. Another thing that can lead to having a low self-esteem is bullies. When you surround yourself, when you are a victim of being bullied or something, I understand how that can affect us, where you are afraid to speak up, or you feel that, okay, something is going to happen to you, they're going to threaten you, something blah 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 is going to happen to you. I promise you, I understand how you feel, but it's not too late to change if you are in that type of situation. Bullies are weak. Bullies are weak. Bullies are weak. Why are they bullying you? They're bullying you because they are weak. Because as a person that is secure with themselves, they don't need to try to pull others down. A secure person don't need to pull others down. Just see it as someone that's very insecure, that is weak, that's trying to pull other people down. Now, have you noticed one thing about bullies? Bullies don't just, it's not just like one person. Sometimes it's a whole lot of people. They come together as a group. Why can't they stand on their own? Because they are weak. They cannot do that if they are on their own. So I need you to understand that. So if you're not in that type of situation whereby you feel like you have a low self-esteem, you feel like you don't deserve certain things, you feel like, okay, you don't deserve good things life has to offer, then you have a low self-esteem, and it's not too late to change that. The tips I shared earlier, make sure you are able to work on them, and I promise you are definitely going to see a change. And one thing about it, you don't expect the change to happen all of a sudden. It's something that happens in a gradual process. So if you're able to take it one step at a time, within a while you're going to see a whole lot of changes. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you were able to learn a thing or two, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and comment, and also subscribe. Yes guys, subscribe, and also let me know the type of video you want to see down below. Bye guys, love you. Bro, what's going on? I'm so tired. So what's going on? Like you don't deserve certain things. Solar, please stop coughing. God. I'm so tired. If starting over again, it's just like, bro, what are you saying? Damn it. Bro, I am done with this video. Please, I beg. I'm tired.